Good evening. Welcome to one in a series of 24 mini-documentaries in higher education as part of the University of Pennsylvania's Executive Doctorate in Higher Education Management program. My name is Derek Miller, and I'll be your host this evening. Biographies can make for great historical documents, especially when woven together in context with primary source documents and scholarly work. There exists a rich history of higher education leaders to draw lessons from. One such person is William Rainey Harper, who we'll briefly devote some time to learning about this evening, particularly with respect to the innovation and entrepreneurialism he spurred during his tenure as a higher education administrator. William Rainey Harper, referred to as a young man in a hurry by Harper College archivist Martin Firestein, was born in Ohio on July 24, 1856. He became intellectually curious at a very young age and learned to read by the age of 3. He continued to excel academically and at the ripe young age of 13 earned a college degree. Harper would earn a Ph.D. in languages 5 years later at the age of 18. Dr. Harper would go on to teach Greek, Latin, and Hebrew, as well as religious studies at colleges in Missouri, Ohio, and eventually the University of Chicago. In addition to his teaching and research, Harper would also serve as a senior college administrator at each stop. Innovation, not just within the schools he served, but within the broader higher education industry in general, defined Dr. Harper's legacy. Dr. Harper established summer school classes and correspondence courses at Morgan Park Academy in Chicago. He founded the nation's first Department of Egyptology and Sociology at the University of Chicago, established the University of Chicago Press, and established the first extension school allowing students to take classes at night or on weekends. These innovations prove that Dr. Harper was ahead of his time. The university presidency today is seen much differently and in stark contrast to Dr. Harper's tenure as president of the University of Chicago. With a few exceptions, the job of the university president today is seen more of as a steward of university resources than it is as a bold, risk-taking innovator. Sure, the challenges facing higher education were much different at the turn of the 20th century than they are today, and Dr. Harper had the benefit of building a university from the ground up. There were no templates or ground rules to follow for building a university. Also, university bureaucracy was only beginning to take shape in Dr. Harper's time. Regardless, whatever excuse we might use allowing for Dr. Harper's success or modern presidential failure, Dr. Harper remains an innovator, and presidents today would be well served to draw upon the leadership of William Rainey Harper.